Hi, I'm Tom Johnson.
And I'm Lynn Selledge.
Welcome to the 106th Newport Beach Christmas Boat Parade. Lynn, it's great to see you out here today.
It's great to see you too. And this year's theme is very cute and apropos. Deck the hulls with boughs of jolly. And here we are. And it is a beautiful evening, crisp and bright.
You know, it's funny, after all the rain and everything, sometimes it seems even brighter out here to see the reflection off the water of all the lights and things like that.
It's very sparkly, very special, beautiful evening, and it's going to be magical. So
I understand you were over at the Balboa Bay Resort just a few moments ago.
Yes.
Got a chance to meet our Grand Marshals.
Yep, just ran over here to the sea base, and the Grand Marshals, great addition to our boat parade is having the Grand Marshals. This is the first time. We have two, Mark McGrath, lead singer of the band Sugar Ray, and Leslie Mann, comedic actress, and both locals.
Both graduated from Corona Del Mar High School.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's great to have them back. It's a great start to the boat parade. And, you know, it was really nice. I understand your husband, the mayor,
Yes.
Presented them with some burgees that are a first this year at the boat parade. And for those of you that don't know what a burgee is, it's a little flag that goes on top of the boats, and it shows that you are a participant in the Christmas boat parade. Much like if you're a member of one of the yacht clubs in town, you have a little burgee reflecting that. So it's a nice little memorabilia piece for them.
That's right, and I understand that all of the participating boats will receive one of those, so that's really special because there's only a limited amount.
Right. Earlier this week, we had a chance to catch up with the co-chair of the Newport Beach Christmas Boat Parade, David Beek.
Let's see what he had to say.
Well, Tom, thank you for having me. I am the co-chair with Don Lawrence, who is my partner in this event this year. We are now at 100 plus boats are entered for our 106th annual Newport Beach Christmas Boat Parade. 106 years. Our theme this year is Deck the Hulls with Boughs of Jolly. A little nautical terminology thrown in there. Nice. My grandfather was one of the co-founders of the parade almost 100 years ago. So it's been kind of a family tradition since way before I existed. And so it's kind of a birthright, I guess. You know, it's not just a local event anymore. It became, you know, kind of a local event from LA, Orange County, then it's moved on to a national event, and now we're recognized internationally.
And not only is the parade bigger this year with, you said, 100 plus boats versus some 60 last year, right. The Ring of Lights seems to be growing every year too.
Absolutely. I think we have over 45 homes that are actually registered. Now, most homes on the bay decorate, and I don't know if they don't get the memo that there is a competition for the Ring of Lights, but the Ring of Lights, of course, includes everybody that along the harbor that lights their house and decorates their house. As you know, they do amazing jobs on some of these homes. But so to be an official Ring of Light participant, you have to enter your house through the Chamber of Commerce, and then you're actually in the hat for the competition.
Now, any sneak peeks or anything out there of some of the boats that are entered this year?
There's some big stuff going on. You know, we have some of those big electrical contractors. We have The Last Hurrah, and we have El Navigante, and they kind of go back and forth every year, and they're both entered again this year, and we hear big things are coming out of these guys. And I don't know if you've walked the island or if you've seen the bay the last couple nights, but there's a big enthusiasm that you can see out there. People really going big on the houses, and not just putting a string of lights up. They're going big time.
Well, we wish you a very successful 2014 Newport Beach Christmas Boat Parade, and stay dry out there.
Thank you, Tom, very much for having me.
Well, it was great catching up with David Beek. You know, he's been planning this parade since last February. Yeah. Tonight's the night it debuts, and I can see that the boats are gathering out there. We're getting close.
Yeah, he's a great guy, and there's a lot of organization that goes into this event, and so cheers to him and his team for putting together such a well-organized and beautiful evening. The whole week is going to be magnificent, and there's not going to be any rain. So let's go and hear from our president and CEO of Visit Newport Beach, Gary Sherwin.
Hello everyone, I'm Gary Sherwin. I'm the president of Newport Beach & Company, and we have the distinct pleasure of telling Newport Beach's story to the world. And you know, there is no better story about Newport Beach than the 106th annual Newport Beach Christmas Boat Parade. Over 1 million people will be coming here to town over the next 5 nights to see one of the most spectacular light displays you're going to find in the nation. This year, we even have a special treat, and that is we're going to have 2 Grand Marshals, Leslie Mann, who you probably have seen in movies such as Knocked Up, and singer Mark McGrath, who have long-standing ties here to the city. So sit back, relax, and have a great time at tonight's Christmas Boat Parade.
Well, it was nice to hear from Gary. He was very, very excited talking about the parade, as you can tell, and everything like that. We were at the Balboa Bay Resort. Hey, listen, if you look out in the distance, the parade is coming toward us.
It's so exciting, and we always start off with the sheriff's Harbor Patrol boat.
And that water cannon out in front kind of denotes that the parade is starting.
Yep, that's the official
And
start.
it's a great
There
sign.
it is.
There it
There's
is.
our official start of the boat parade, our 106th.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And behind that, we're going to get our first look at the first decorated boat, and that's going to be the McKenna Sky Lounge, which is typically referred to as the lead boat. Hey, there's Jeff Parker.
Hey, Jeff.
Jeff's always out there emceeing the parade, the lead part of it.
Yep, and you can see, if you look in the back, they've got what the burgee looks like. There's that burgee that we were talking about. It's a larger version. So it's a beautiful, beautiful flag.
Very good. And you can see that it's sponsored by McKenna, Simple Green, McGuire's.
All of our great sponsors, and we can't do it without them. So we always are very, very appreciative of everyone that gets involved. It's a lot of work,
It's a
putting
lot
all
of
those
work.
lights up and the houses and everything.
Lots of lights, lots of everything. Another beautiful boat coming.
I love the dolphins.
Beautiful sailboat.
It's so clever what everybody comes up with their themes, and you can see the little dolphins with the Santa hats on jumping in the water, and it's just really fun. Fun,
It does
fun,
say
fun.
Christmas.
It does. It really does. This is always the part that puts me in the mood for the holidays.
Here's a little fun boat that's a little prime time. It's just a little
Cute.
18-footer owned by Martin and Jim Landon. Cute little boat.
Very cute. See, it doesn't really matter how big your boat is. You can be creative with a little canoe. I saw some canoers earlier.
And this one it is in every year.
Yes.
It's a really fun little boat. Not very big, probably the smallest boat in the parade.
But jam-packed.
Jam-packed with stuff. This next boat is beautifully decorated electric boat, and again, lots and lots done with it.
Yeah, very clever. Very, very clever. And I love in between the big party boats. What a view they must have.
Oh yeah, you can see the party boats out in the middle of the bay, and every boat is beautiful.
Yeah, now this is BYC, Balboa Yacht Club's
the boat's called Defiant. Beautiful boat.
They've got the Defiant.
Wow, look at this one. Lots on this one. This is called Paradise Found. Great little boat.
Fire dancer.
Oh yeah, it's out front. That keeps you warm.
I wish I had one of those right now. This one I really like. I love the angel on the front.
Diamond's Gym 2. Another well-decorated boat
It's a beautiful boat to begin
out of
with.
the Balboa Bay Club.
Yeah, very pretty.
Love that angel out in front. The lights are glorious. Oh, look at
Oh my
this one.
gosh, look at that.
This is called My Bebic. It is a beautiful boat, 44-footer power boat out of the Angler Club.
That is spectacular.
Dancers out in front, singing. And here is First Sight. Another great boat with the bows on the side, blinking.
Very festive.
I love the next boat's name. It's called Robbing Peter.
I wonder what happened to Paul.
Lots of color on that.
One of these days, I would love to write a book about boat names because there's just got to be a great story behind that one.
Yeah, that's great.
Merry Christmas, Sea Scouts!
Look at the angels on top of this.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Dove Ocean. It says Joy out in the front. Beautiful. Look at the lights sparkle off the water.
That's one of the best parts. And last year we had a full moon, so it was really incredible.
Fiasco coming up. Fiasco is a 27-footer owned by Don Pierce. Love it.
This next one is named Sweezy. He's a little guy.
What do you know about Sweezy?
Well, it's a little one.
20-footer,
Yeah.
and
Again, jam-packed. It doesn't matter how big your boat is. You can be as creative as you want.
owned by Thomas Sweezy.
Very cute.
Next one, we have a big one, the Allure.
This is always a great one.
70-footer.
Amazing.
And the Allure is out of Bayshore Marina, Lance and Gary Charlesworth.
So remember, our theme this year is deck the hulls with boughs of jolly, and so you can tell everybody got really into doing this happy theme.
Yeah, you can see that big 72 on the side. That's how we're kind of marking these boats and know who's going by.
Yes.
Some of them are a little bit more difficult than the others.
And I don't think everybody's in exact order.
Yeah,
but,
so sometimes
you
a
know,
boat
it's okay.
goes by and we can't
Quite know who it is.
Actually,
but-
they line up differently every night.
Yes.
And not in order. So, but it is beautifully decorated. Love the red lights. Love the Christmas tree out on the front.
It is fun when you're out there on a boat because it is as well organized as it is, because when you're out there and you're queuing up and everything, it's organized chaos.
I
but-
have actually been on the parade control, in charge of the parade before, and
that's
it
gotta be
is
fun.
it's kind of a zoo out there right when you're getting this thing started.
I know,
I'll
but
tell
you guys aren't really, you're working when you do
Oh,
that,
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
keeping everybody safe. I think that's what people may not know is that there's a lot of behind the scenes people that are making
Oh.
sure everybody's being safe and,
Lots of Commodores out there working their tails off tonight
You
to try
bet.
to get this thing going. Here's Max. Max is number 35, and it is a 35-foot boat out of the Balboa Yacht Club, owned by Scott Flampson.
Yay.
Longtime Newport Beach name.
Uh-huh.
Really well done. Again, as I was telling you, the Commodores are heavily involved. They're out there on parade control. They have about 5 or 6 boats out there in different spots of the harbor to make sure the turns are done right and that everybody gets their maximum view of what's going on. Here comes Rehab.
Yep, and Rehab is owned by Mel and Kathy Bacon.
Your Santa Claus. Kind of gets you in that Christmas spirit early. That'll probably be one that will be considered for some type of award. Beautiful lights.
Santa on the back.
Wow, it's just beautiful out here. This hot cup of cocoa is somebody just delivered me. It's great too. Keeps
Yeah.
the body warm.
It's very nice. And actually, a lot of the people that are in the grandstands, there's concessions, so they can get, exactly what we've got in front of us,
Sure.
which is nice. Look at all the people having fun in the party boat behind the parade.
It's a great time for business. The party boats are busy. The restaurants are busy. Lots of people in Newport Beach for the next 5 days.
Oh yeah, caterers going crazy. We really lucked out with this weather.
Yeah, it was raining just a couple days ago. Oh, look at this. The
Oh.
Last Hurrah.
It's my
And you know
favorite.
what's cool about the Last Hurrah is this past week it was decorated over at the Balboa Marina. We got a chance to catch up with Greg Sinks over there.
Yep.
Greg, why don't you talk a little bit about the Christmas Boat Parade and what it means to CRC and to the Irvine Company?
Well, the Newport Beach Christmas Boat Parade has been going on for 106 years. And California Recreation Company's marina guests have been participants in the parade for generations. We've had many award winners from all of our marina facilities throughout the years. This year we had the Last Hurrah at our Balboa Marina. They've been an entrant into the boat parade for the last several years and have been the sweepstakes winner.
Now, you really go to some lengths to try to accommodate the Last Hurrah. I was out here the other day when it was being decorated. There was a full crane in the parking lot and everything, so you pull out all the stops.
Yeah, this location is unique here in Newport Harbor and allows a boat like the Last Hurrah to load on the thousands of lights that is needed to make the presentation that they do for the boat parade. They load thousands of lights that are synchronized with the music that put on a great show for all of us.
Hey, it was great catching up with Greg Sinks. He runs a great marina down there.
And I just love that Last Hurrah.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It's pretty much the highlight of the evening, I think. Although they're all beautiful, but I love the little shark in the background.
Yeah, and there's just so much that went into it, with the crane out there and everything.
Oh my gosh, I would have liked to have seen
Spectacular.
that.
Sharks in the back there.
Yep. They always have something towing. There's a cutie.
Yeah, doesn't matter how big your boat is. Boats of all sizes in the Christmas boat parade.
Even you have to kind of be a little more creative, actually.
Look, they're
when
having
you're
fun
small.
out there. You can hear them in the microphone. It's a cold night. That would be awfully cold out there.
Comes the Grand Marshals.
It's back there. I can see it around the corner, but this one right in front of us right now actually is decorated with a Christmas tree on the front. I think it's a polar bear on the back. It's wonderful. And behind that is the Grand Marshals boat, the boat we've all been waiting for, with Mark McGrath and Leslie Mann on it. It'll be coming into our picture here in just a second. And it's great to have the Grand Marshals here to kick off
I
this
can't
parade.
hear you, Newport Sea Base. Where you at? Well, all right. Merry Christmas. I'm Mark McGrath. This is the lovely Leslie Mann.
Hello.
And we wish you all the jolliest and happiest of holidays and a beautiful new year. Thank you
There
guys
they
so
are.
much for
Oh,
coming
how
out.
fun
Big
is
Boat
that?
Great
Parade.
having
How
that
fun
TV
is
screen
that?
on the side.
Merry
Here's the
Christmas.
Explore Ocean boat.
Oh, I
that this
recognize someone on that boat.
This year is dedicated to our mayor, Ed Selich.
It's the Traveler.
And we got a chance the other day to catch up with our mayor, Ed Selich.
One of the best parts of being mayor is you get to ride at the front of the parade, and I understand this year there's going to be a special boat for the mayor, and I'm really looking forward to that, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
It also must be important to the city of Newport Beach. Our restaurants fill, the tour operators around the harbor are full. Talk about the economic impact of an event like this.
Well, this is probably one of the biggest events that we have in this city on an annual basis. I mean, every year we get thousands and thousands of people coming down here to the bayfront. They're walking around Balboa Island. They're visiting all of the restaurants that we have that are on the bayfront. When they're out on Balboa Island, usually even though the restaurants are not on the bayfront, after the parade goes by, they're in the restaurants, in the stores. Just a tremendous impact. Same thing out on the peninsula. All the businesses out there benefit. So it does have a tremendous impact on the city.
The other night I was honored to go out and be on the Ring of Lights judging. And this parade has really morphed from just a Christmas boat parade to an entire harbor taking over with lights.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. When you're out in the boat parade, you don't get to see your own boat because you're looking at all of the other things, so you get to see the other boats, but also you get to look at the shoreline and see all of the houses all decorated up, and it just gets more spectacular every year.
So how many years have you been coming to the Christmas boat parade?
35, something like that.
Does it get better? I mean, do you get impressed with the more and more decorations that
Oh,
come out?
oh, absolutely. The new LED lighting and the electronics that are on some of the boats, they're just absolutely fantastic and timed to the music. You know, every year I just get more and more excited to see what these guys are going to come up with because they put so much time and effort into it. I have some neighbors down the street from me that have a boat that they enter every year, and every year it just gets to be more and more and more, and they seem to get more sophisticated each year with all of the gizmos and doodads they put on the boat, and it's really fun to watch them.
Well, as a harbor guy yourself, you must love, you live on the bayfront, you must love seeing this bay come to life during the Christmas boat parade.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We're part of it every night. We're either at a party, in the parade, or we take our own boat out one or two nights and take friends and our family out on it. So in one form or another, every night we're participating in it, and it's just great fun, just a terrific event for the city.
Well, it's always fun catching up with my friend and your husband, Ed Selich, who's now mayor for the third time this year.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
You guys are going to have a great year.
Third time's a charm. But we really enjoy serving the city, and I'm really looking forward to it. So we have a great city we live in.
Hey, another great boat, El Navigante.
I love this one. I love the flame coming out of the dragon's mouth.
Watch this.
Woo!
Here we go. It's beautiful.
That's
always
great.
an award winner every
That
year.
is so great. And they
Cisco
haven't lit
Electric.
anything on fire as far as I know, so
Owned by Cisco Electric. Beautiful.
wow.
I'd say between El Navigante and Last Hurrah, we've got a couple of big award winners.
I
there.
think there's a little bit of competition going on, what do you think?
Well, they compete against each other every year, so it's always
I
exciting.
like the fish skeleton, the little skeleton of the fish.
Yep,
That's cute.
that's pretty much the highlight of this year's parade. We'll have that in boat coming up with Santa Claus on it.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to tell which boats are out here actually in the parade, or look at the Duffy with the lights on it.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people out here
Yeah.
just watching in the background.
Yeah, they just come out and kind of go along with the parade, and that's fun too.
Yeah, it's really nice if people register, because then they're eligible for the prizes and everything at the big dinner next month.
Absolutely. Oh, that's right. The dinner's on January. Let's see.
It's the 16th, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
But you can go on the Chamber website, Newport Beach Chamber website, and they'll tell you all about the dinner. You know, Lynn, one of the things that makes the parade so spectacular are the sponsors.
Yes.
And you had a chance to catch up with Barry McGuire the other day and talk about his interest in the parade.
So you mentioned earlier a little bit about the Rose Parade and your family's history with the Rose Court and them coming down. Yes,
We're
Pasadena.
Balboans, but we are Pasadenas through and through, multi-generation. Most people don't know that this parade, the Newport Harbor Christmas Boat Parade, was actually inspired by the Turner Roses Parade.
Yes.
It was Pasadenans that said, we have these floats on the highway, on the boulevard, Colorado Street.
Colorado Boulevard, right.
In Pasadena. Why don't we do the same that actually make them floats? And
Yeah.
so that was the beginnings of this parade. So that connection has been so close between Pasadena and Newport Beach, but it's never been expressed. And I'm happy to say that I played a little role in that. And Rich China, the president of Turner Roses, a good friend of mine. And of course, with our connection with all the parade, the gurus down here.
Sure.
And so the suggestion was made, and so I played a little behind the scenes role to make that happen. And so, for the first time in all these years, we are going to have a Pasadena presence officially stated in this parade, with the whole Rose Court, Queen of Court, coming down and being on a float on Saturday night.
Barry, I want to thank you and Karen for graciously welcoming us into your beautiful home.
Oh, you're very.
And we want to wish you, everybody at NBTV wants to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And thank you again for being a major sponsor of the Newport
Well,
Beach
you're
Christmas
welcome
Boat
in
Parade.
our home anytime. And from our house to yours and to yours, God bless you all, and may this be the most blessed Christmas you've ever experienced.
Tom, I have to tell you, it was so fun sitting down with Barry McGuire and his wife Karen. They are the most gracious hosts. Their home is spectacular, and it was just so nice sitting in front of the fireplace like that. And the parade goes right by their home, so I'm sure they're having a great time tonight.
He is really into this parade. as you can
And
tell.
we so appreciate our sponsors. The sponsors of the parade are just so generous, and we couldn't do it without them. So thanks, Barry and Karen.
Looking down the bayfront, you can see another one of the big tour boats going by.
It's fun because you can see inside and see the holiday decor and everybody having fun, dancing.
It's beautiful.
Another blue boat.
And if you look on the opposite side, you can actually see the parade coming back down the other side of the bayfront.
It makes a continuous loop. Starts at Bay Island, finishes at Bay Island. So I'm sure that everybody over there gets a great view. The view here in a minute.
You know, we were talking about some of the marshals out here earlier in the Commodores and everything. You can see them off in the distance. There's the sheriff's boat. There's the lead boat going on the opposite side of the bay. Beautiful, though.
And then there's just somebody watching from the interior of the harbor.
You mentioned earlier you love the sailboats. I love the sailboats the way the lights go all the way up, and you can kind of see the houses through the background of them.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
Great photo ops. Actually, all night, great photo ops.
You know, another person I want to recognize is Don Lorenz. Don is a Commodore and very active. He's also a co-chair with David Beek.
Yep.
Don doesn't get all the kudos that
Accolades,
David
yeah.
Beek gets, but Don does do a great job.
Yeah, they're the dynamic duo of this whole event.
Yep. You always wonder what the inspiration is.
I know. It's just really, really fun to see how different each one is. And it doesn't really matter how simple or complicated it is. It's just making merry and bright.
Here's a great one. Angels up on top, candy canes, kind of got it all covered. Little religious theme, little Merry Christmas theme with the candy canes and Santa. Bows on the side.
Merry Christmas. I like this one. It's a little one. It's small but mighty.
Yeah, it's great how they have the reindeer out there in front, though, hanging over. Santa up on top.
classic. This one's been in a long time. I remember seeing this one.
Oh, yeah.
Aw, and Rudolph's head turns. I think that's so cute.
This one's in every year. Little
God for
message
Christmas.
for those that believe.
Hi, Santa.
Here's Santa Claus. Always great.
I like the marlin on the side of the boat. Or swordfish. Is that a marlin or swordfish? Well, either one.
Look at
They
those
must be
lights
fishers.
running.
I know, running up there.
That's great.
That's a fishing boat, all right.
It's not fishing with all that gear on there.
Merry Christmas!
Comes the big Santa
There's
Claus.
Santa.
This is technically the end of the parade right here. As you can see Santa
Hi, Santa.
out front there,
Hi,
waving, talking to shore. Hey,
Merry
Santa!
Christmas.
Merry Christmas! And Lynn, that is
Christmas!
That's a wrap.
it's a wrap on another Christmas boat parade.
What?
How does it compare to the years before?
What an awesome evening. Oh, I think it's probably one of the best yet. And next year, I'm sure will be even better, bigger. This is a Simple Green boat, another great sponsor of the parade. We thank the Fabrizio family and everybody at Simple Green. Their home is so beautiful. We saw it earlier. The egg bar, everything's going to be all right. Their foundation. So thank you, Simple Green.
And from all of us at Newport Beach TV, we want to wish you and yours a great holiday season.
Have a great and very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
everybody!
Christmas!
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays.
The 106 Boat Parade. Thank you so much for being involved this evening. I'm Mark McGrath. That's Leslie Mann. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen.